Thanks for joining me today. I want to take a moment to share with you the way that I found is the easiest way to take attendance for a meeting or a class on Zoom. My name is Mike Meskel, and I am a music teacher in the Pacific Northwest. I teach elementary music, and I'm a middle school band director. Since we are in remote learning due to the COVID pandemic, we've all been having to wade through different ways of how we're interacting with each other. So with that in mind, I thought I'd share some tips and tricks. Today, I'm going to talk about what I found is the easiest way to take attendance on Zoom. If you're interested, check out my video on how to optimize your settings in Zoom for teaching music. So I was in a staff meeting this morning that was being held through Zoom, and I saw a lot of people in their way to take attendance was putting their name in the chat. I've also seen some other classes where for the teacher to take attendance, they're actually calling on each kid, or they have a checklist and they're checking off each kid, sort of kind of like we would if kids were walking in the door during regular teaching. But I found there's a more effective way for that. So if you have people putting their names in the chat to take attendance, in my opinion, it's really easy to miss somebody, especially kids, because getting them all to make sure that they do it, essentially you're going to have to go through and check off everybody, make sure they're there, and that defeats the purpose. Even adults I see will forget to do it. So that's not really an accurate representation of who was or wasn't in your meeting. The other way that I've seen that teachers have done is they go through and they manually check off each kid. They maybe have each kid say something. Now, this is actually great for teachers, or even just in a staff meeting or something, if you're wanting to do a quick, talk to each person just to make the social and emotional connection with them. But sometimes you just don't have time for that. It's not in your plan. Or like me, if one of my classes, I have over 50 kids in that class, that's not smart with my time. So what I found the easiest way to do this is actually after the fact. That way you don't have to remember to do it. If you're trying to hurry up and get prepped for your meeting or your class, it's fine if you wait until afterwards to do this. So I'm logging into Zoom here. I'm going to sign in. It just so happens I've already signed in, so it takes me right to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to reports. The one that I found is the most beneficial is I go up here to usage. Pretty simple. And this just this shows my recent meeting that I just had with my students yesterday. You can set in the time parameters. So let's say I want to go back, last week or the week before, just to double check who is in there. I can change that up there. The maximum report duration is a month, but that's still helpful that you can go back and check that. And I can just click right here on the blue thing where it says participants. Here's the cool thing is now it shows me everybody who is in the meeting. Now there's one more step I do to make it easy for me to take attendance and to enter in any data. I go up here and I click on this blue export button. Here you have the time that they joined, the time that they left, and the amount of minutes that they were in the meeting for. You'll have some people that were in for 1 minute. That's pretty common. What that is because maybe they started to log in, it had them sign on, but something went wacky with their internet or the app wasn't working, so they closed out and came back in. So you'll see that frequently. If you have a whole bunch of people in the meeting, like I did here, and you want to see if Susie was in this meeting, you can go up here, you can click find and select find, and then put in their name, and then click find next. Couldn't find it. Susie wasn't there. That's a good way to know that Susie didn't come to the meeting. Now, a shortcut is on your keyboard is Control F, and I'll pull that up. I'm a big fan of shortcuts, makes my work go quickly. And then I can put in the name of anybody I want, and then it will automatically select to that person. So that's all I got for today. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was helpful, please share this with your colleagues. Feel free to like and subscribe to this video and this channel. That way you can see some of the things, some of the tips and tricks that I put out, as well as some of the sample music lessons. So with that, have a great day.